Good evening, Raider Nation. This is RJ coming at you live from the Wright State eSports Center, where your Wright State Raiders are getting set to take on the RMU Colonels, right? Colonels. In a best-of-3 Valorant playoff match. I'm joined, of course, as always, by Jabub as we get settled in here. So this is notably a rematch between Wright State and Robert Morris. Last time, Robert Morris came out the victors in a that went all the way to map 3, but ultimately Wright State fell 1-2. And what's very interesting is that we're starting out on Haven, and after this we're heading to Breeze. Those are the exact 2 maps that Wright State lost to RMU in the last series, so is this questionable decision-making, or do we like the confidence here?
I think we like the confidence here. We came into last match in the quarterfinals, winning the map on Haven. I think the Raiders are fine with this. Last time out, it was a close match on Haven. It was only 13-10. Now, about letting Breeze slide, I'm not so sure if the Raiders wanted to do that, as we'll get to that later, but the Raiders did lose that one 13-5. So I'm more worried about Breeze, but the Raiders have shown that they can win Haven against several other teams that I think they're just going to be confident in this map anyways coming in, and I think they can get the job done. But we'll see if RMU has the same luck as last time.
And should the Raiders and the Colonels split these opening 2 maps, split would be our final destination, which is a map we have seen Wright State on several times this semester. But in we go. Map number 1 is on the way between these 2 teams in the semifinals of the playoffs. And it's all just as it was last time. This is single elimination, so the team that loses here, their semester is done. And with summer right behind it, you don't want to have an early exit here. Well, I want to call it an early exit if you got all the way to the semis, but you want to make the most of absolutely every semester you can. But we're going for the opening pistol round with Wright State starting out on offense. Spike seems to be headed towards C site, but Aria already opening the combat here with a kill on to Window, who's on the Neon once again, but Tubby able to avenge his fallen teammate, takes out Lando. After that, the Spike seems to be coming back to the A site now with Topaz looking for another one of his trademark mid pushes. The long-range shots tried to come down from the chamber, but wasn't able to find anything, and he walks out of it a lot worse for wear. Aria still trying to hold down the site, but not able to get out, taken out by Summer. A-site firmly in control of the Raiders as Topaz pushes into B, but he's found by Mango. That knocks this down to just a 2v3 for the Colonels as they try and retake A-site here. Tubby knows where they are. That is where both of the Colonels are. Trying to keep Tubby in their crosshairs, but Summer is right on the spike. They're flashed out. The swing comes down. Wright State with a clean pistol round to kick things off.
Great pistol round. I love how the Raiders recovered there by getting RMU getting an early pick there in a main from Iram. I'm gonna call him Iram from the chamber in short. Just big recovery by just getting that spam kill through the smoke by Tubby on C, and then just regrouping and hitting a site together. I didn't think RMU had a chance once they regrouped, and Wright State is a good game plan and good execution.
It's exactly what you want to see on the opening pistol round! They peek through the gate, but Topaz shuts it down. The flash comes down, but Summer's not able to find anything that time. Chaos continues to go down in mid, but Wright State definitely the better's off. 4v2 now with RMU's final players on their last legs. Only a hair of HP between the two.
20 HP total between both of them. One bullet can kill both, and Window with the judge. the signature gun of this Neon, absolutely destroying teams. Now, I mean, it's going to be a factor here today, but I don't know if it'll be... I think he's hoping for it to be a big factor today, just with the judge pushing with Neon almost every map. But I'm not sure where he's going to pick on Breeze, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, all semester long, Window has sung sweet music with that judge, and we're hoping for the symphony to continue here tonight. This time an A push seems to be on the docket here for the Raiders. Flash comes down, not able to make anything of it, as Window just hops by Era. Era's got a good window on him here, but the wall comes down from the... dancing around his window and they can't find him! CS Leaf covering for his teammate, A-Site firmly in hands with the Raiders. And stop me if you've heard this one before, we've got Topaz taking mid. Can't take it that time though, as he is cut down by Unluck. Still a 4v3 in favor of the Raiders for this retake. CS Leaf shuts down the swing as... we find the Colonels in a very familiar situation here in the same position. Window makes short work of him with that judge. Wright State singing here early.
Yeah, converting that, their bonus round is so big. Now RMU doesn't really have that much economy to go to the next round. I mean, Wright State have all the ult war points, getting all these kills, winning these rounds. I mean, we see Tubby on the Sova with one more point for his Hunter's Fury, and you look at RMU and they still need a couple. I mean, Unluck still 2 left, but it's not really ult that could win a round with just using it.
As you said, the Econ's already in the dumpster. I believe it's just the one outlaw and a pistol round here for the Colonels, as the spray's already coming down. Might be a B-side push here, but Summer backs off of it. There are 2 Colonels guarding that site for now. As Wright State just backs off, waiting for an opening here. Spike is still in the vicinity of mid, near that gate, where so much action has gone down. Topaz would love to get into that B site.
Yeah, but RMU just taking a passive approach to this. I mean, they just are sitting here with pistols in corners and the single Marshall on C, but Window, I didn't get to see it, but a wall bang through headshot through the wall.
Through the wall, Unluck though still has Topaz's number, at least in mid so far, as the spike goes back to C. Tubby putting things back in favor of the Raiders as he goes for the plant.
Spike planted.
And all 3 remaining Colonels are in relatively the same position in between B and C, with Unluck trying to wrap around behind the site. The Wright State knows exactly where that... Unluck though! Unluck and Mango able to push Wright State off the site here, but CS Leaf won't let him in that easily. Util coming down. Both teams know where they are! Ace of Hearts! Takes things down, it's all on the shoulders of Tubby, but the Hunter's Fury comes down to take out Mango Lover on the side. It's just a 1v1, and Tubby will not be denied. The clutch man strikes again. It's 3K for Tubby, 4 rounds for Wright State.
What a round from Tubby. I mean, 6-0. As we mentioned last time in quarterfinals, if he dies, they lose the round. If he lives, they win the round. And he lives.
He keeps on living, and Wright State keeps on winning.
What I mentioned about the ult orbs earlier, I mean, it came. He got his ult orb. He got his ult, and it was the game factor of the round. It's just crazy.
Take flight.
I will give RMU credit for coming in with not a good buy and picking a good fight. I mean, it is kind of a downfall for the Raiders for the econ standard, but I mean...
Aria trying to push here. Knows where Topaz is, but not able to claim the kill. Has to jump out. Mango, though, able to find Window over towards a site. Wright State down a man and haven't been able to take
Scout destroyed.
Too much room on the map here quite just yet. Summer, though, trying to find something going on a site. Unluck is jumping around the blocks. Does stick his head out, but when he takes It's a little bit of HP. Summer swung on, but finally able to take on Luck after trying to find that kill for a while. That's A site open for Wright State, as their Rays player has been pushed off. Wright State have 2 members on site now. Topaz looking for another mid push, but CS Leaf might have a good angle here on Mango, but Tubby's going for the... Tubby just pops out and gets the kill mid-plant! Arya turns back on the CS Leaf. And it's a 3v3. Oh, Ace of Hearts, though, after Summer hopped down. Oh, but Topaz could have the perfect angle here to completely blow this wide open! But now it's all up to him! It's 1v1 versus Arya with time on his side, but he goes for the grenade! And Arya will have more than enough time to get that defuse. Colonels on the board.
Yeah, Topaz Lurk was great, but not great enough. It was just a little too late to help out his teammates on site, and everyone fell before he could come in and swoop. I mean, just a good round.
Yeah, good round when the Colonels need it the most to try and get some econ. Still don't have a healthy enough econ, looks like, to go for a full buy here.
They might, Lando might force, and they might go for the tour de force on the ARAM as they decided to.
Arya already got that up. Is the heart of the defense here seems to be on between C site.
I've got your trail.
Mango Lover does have a fantastic angle there, but Wright State don't have A in their sights. They got B site. They're trying to push through there, but that window made his way on the site, but he's cut down by Unluck. Wright State trying to brute force Indy here. It's scrappy. Wright State down a man after the initial fight. Ace of Hearts swings on the CS Leaf, but CS Leaf will not be denied. Yeah, eventually taken out after Lando after the 3K. It's all up to Topaz. Topaz does find Lando. It's Topaz versus Arya once again in the 1v1. He's got the spike. Gonna look for the quick plant here on the C site.
Spike planted.
As Arya will swap out his pistol for a rifle that was on the ground. Vandal in his hands, but Topaz might have a good angle here. Arya doesn't seem to know where he is. Arya's just trying to make his way towards the bomb. Towards the spike, going for the defuse. He does have the angle. Oh, comes off of the scope, but doesn't give up enough time to Topaz. That'll be another clutch up from Arya.
Yeah, Arya is clutching like almost every round. I mean, that's 2 rounds in a row that Arya's clutched up. I mean, they've been impactful since the start. I mean, since pistol round, they're the ones who got that early pick off the rip in the match, first blood of the match. And yeah, I mean, if we're gonna see RMU come back up, I mean, Arya is definitely making the contribution of converting these clutches.
Wright State's seeming unstoppable firepower has been at least partially extinguished so far in the last 2 rounds. They're going to look back to get on track here, pushing towards A site through the middle.
Okay.
Util coming down. Nobody with any good angles yet, but this has been read as an A site push. Might be faking it out here. Nope. CS Leaf comes on. Finds Arya in his sights. Window coming through with the neon ult. Finds 2 already, looking for more, but so far, only 3 members of the Colonels have fallen so far. None on the Raiders side. 2 left standing, and they're in the back of this site with no good way onto it. They might just have to back off here to save, with their economy already not the healthiest. Just potentially looking for an exit frag or 2 here. That is precisely what they're doing. Just gonna be saving the guns they have as the spike begins to detonate. Wright State You said they need to get back on track, and they do with force here, thanks to, in no small part, to Window, who wants to find more, but not able to find Lando. Lando doubles up on the exit frags.
Bow and arrow is old-fashioned, but sometimes old.
Yeah, I mean, that was an ego for the Raiders here. I mean, they were going in with just some pistols and in the end, all which they like to call Emperor Palpatine, conveniently just shooting lightning through the fingers. But as Window just goes in and just shocks them all. I mean, gets 2 on the round. I mean, CS Lee gets a big opening kill and just makes Armu save the round.
5-2, our new score, Lando. The sole colonel on C site right now, but not too many Raiders looking in that general direction. The heart of the force seems to be towards mid at the moment. Util coming out will flash away Topaz. They start to make their moves towards Aira, and Topaz gets the better of them this time. They do have backup behind them, though. Colonel's Sky player. Well, but Summer, though, finds Lando on C site. Wright State realized the site is open, making an all-out push in that direction now. Unluck does find the timing onto Topaz. He's had the heart of the Colonel's kills so far as Tubby goes for the plant. 4v3 advantage for Wright State. Unluck tries to push his way into the back of the site, but cut down by Tubby for his efforts. Ace of Hearts trying to find Summer, the other Sky player, but seems like yet another impossible retake to break here for Ace of Hearts and Mango Lover, but Mango Lover does find Window, but CS Leaf trades him out. It's all up to Ace of Hearts here. Does find one, but will find no more. That's round number 6 for the Wright State Raiders.
Yeah, this is very, very different of what we saw last time versus RMU. The Raiders are taking control of Haven. It's not been like a super close match. I mean, RMU, yeah, they get 2 rounds in a row, but I mean, it's 6-2. Raiders are just piling wins, and it's just snowballing for the Raiders as they are sitting here with a good economy while RMU have to save every other round.
Window swapping his Judge out for an Odin. Topaz sticks his head out, but flashed out is Unlocked, cut down as the Odin already coming online for Window. Summer opened up the killing as Wright State make the push on to B site. Window jumping into the back of it. Uncontested by the Colonels. Lando has good angle onto the site, but Tubby should get the plant here. Hunter's Fury coming down from Lambo, but he is cut down in the middle of it by Window. The Colonels were able to get onto the board. Mango Lover keeps things going, cuts down Topaz, but still a 2v3 retake as Arya hops on. Mango could pull off the ace to clutch, but with that Odin sprang through their only way onto the site and the timer ticking down, he's got a on his plate, almost got one more, but Window, that Odin is just too powerful, and Wright State
Not bad.
take the advantage for the half.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we saw Window with an Odin, it was complete dominance. And he just went back to it again. I think this is like a later season takeout from Window. Be like, hey, I can use the Odin. I can be Brock. But I can slide and run at people. So I'm just going to kill them with the Odin. And you know, it's been working.
Gotta love to see it. He's already off to a 10-kill start here. Top fragging for the lobby. Wright State, the chaos already starts. Window, thirsty for more, cuts down Mango Lover to open this one. Attacker Killjoy on the ground area. Can't find the head of Summer. As A-Site might be open if they don't get out of the hands of the Killjoy. They do detain one, but they are guarded by their teammates. Unluck able to find Summer.
But Wright State have duked them completely with that ult. They went to the other site, and now they gotta play a full retake.
Genius call. Now the Colonels have to run all the way across the map while Wright State get to set up.
As you notice, Tubby does have his ult again. He can play for the Hunter's Fury again.
We got Window and Tubby running back towards spawn. Window might be looking for a good angle here, as the Colonel's only just now getting onto the site, trying to go for it, but Tubby doesn't even need the Hunter's Fury so far, but Unluck keeps things going. Lando finds one more, but it's taking down too fast. Hunter's Fury used by Tubby. He will find one to secure this round. He does fall, but that timer ticked down too fast. And just as you mentioned, Tubby uses that Hunter's Fury to secure an 8th round for the Wright State Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, Tubby is definitely an X factor to this game. I mean, getting the original picks before, and then being the last one alive again and securing the round. I know there probably wasn't enough time, even if he did perish, in the last 2 people left remaining for RMU, but still, being that last person remaining with that Hunter's Fury is just so important.
Another poor buy here forced for RMU's economy. Flash comes down and Ace of Hearts can't find Summer through the stun. Window keeps things going. He loves that Odin. Now the push comes down from Wright State towards C site. Arya gets flashed off, has a good angle though. Finds one, finds 2 before being taken out by Window once again with that Odin. This should be a good plant for Wright State, but
I've got your trail.
not the
timing.
one. The timing though, CS Leaf finds himself behind Lando, and now it's all up to Mango Lover. Summer is on low HP, but only gets so much. He does find CS Leaf through the boxes, but Summer, no HP, no problem. Finishes things off in this round for Wright State. Window 13-7 now.
Yeah, Window is just taking care of the lobby with his Odin. I mean, he just spraying them through walls. It's not even close. I mean, Topaz hasn't really been that much of a difference maker in mid, but Window, I mean, when you have an Odin in mid, I mean, anything you can get done. And I will take a look at Summer with 10 assists right now. Just insane.
Simply phenomenal start for Wright State. Keep things going. Can't take your foot off the pedal no matter how high the score is. And that's exactly why. Unluck gets things started, but Window, that Odin is thirsty for blood. And its thirst is at least temporarily quenched, but Unluck keeps things going. Summer does take them out. Unluck has been the top fragger so far for RMU. Window might be roaming too quickly into the cursor of Arya. Now Arya's gonna find one more, but Topaz, it's all up to him once again. Able to find Lando, who's trying to creep up on him on C site, but with that spike down back near mid, this is gonna be a tall ask for Topaz. Only 40 seconds on the clock, with Ace of Hearts and Arya poppy guarding that spike.
Destroyed. 30 seconds left.
And lurk back mid. His turret did get destroyed, but I'm not sure if he has too much util as to where anybody is. Ace of Hearts is right on the other side of that wall, hops right into him, and that'll be round number 3 for RMU. The half will finish with a 9-3 score for Wright State as they swap on the defensive side.
Yeah, I mean, I would take a look at the standouts for both teams. I mean, obviously, we've been talking about Window and Tubby for being this X factors in this game, but definitely Unluck has definitely been just a factor. I mean, the thing I haven't really seen that much also is some Asher ultimates, some Cabbages. I haven't really seen much of that. I don't think CS Leaf used some ultimates, but still, both teams are fighting. I mean, this is definitely not over. This is a very attack-sided map, And I think RU does have a good comp for this with a double initiator, and we'll see how Wright State deals with this.
Wright State looking to avoid the classic 9-3 curse that's become so famous in the pro leagues. Window spotted out, but able to get away from danger. Summer backing them up, does stick his head out, but does not lose his life. Summer finishes the job. Opening kill goes over to Wright State. CS Leaf finds Aria on C site. Summer still keeping things going, but Unluck finds his teammate Tubby behind him. Wright State still clinging on to this A site. Unluck doesn't know where they are, and Wright State able to finish off the remaining attackers on A site. And already, the last time they played the Colonels on this map, the final score was 13-10 in favor of RMU. And this time, Wright State are already at 10 points with only 3 answered by the Colonels.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was really good by Wright State to kind of stay where they were and anchor down sites. I'm surprised CS Leaf didn't leave, and if I was CS Leaf, I would have left there, but still finds the pick over at C. It was kind of big in the round, so didn't really let RMU rotate off of A.
Push coming on to B site where Topaz wants to hold on to his home turf. He's got Window to his back. No kills on either side yet. Topaz, though, finds Mango Lover next to the wall. Thrown up by the Neon. Now the B site push has been called off, but Summer jumps in, finds 2! It's a flawless round for Wright State here late in the round. 11-3 is your new score. Absolute domination so far from the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we didn't cast the last RMU game that we last matched up, and I don't know how that went, but it definitely didn't look like this. I mean, the Raiders look like they have the confidence from before. I mean, to be fair, it was the second match day of the semester that they were coming into this versus this team, RMU, but they just look like a different team from last time.
Maybe that's the confidence, but Summer with the headshot right through him.
Fully blind, may I add.
Fully blind. He doesn't need eyes, he can just smell where they are. Finds another one finds the body of Lando, has to reload, jumps to save his life. Can he find one more? No, Unluck too quick with the pistol. Is able to take Summer out there as they try to muscle their way onto A site here, but Wright State have 3 defenders as Tubby jumps out though after hitting him with the shock dart, is taken out. Now Topaz and Window still on site as the drone comes down, but the big judge angles from Topaz will shut everything down. Judge Odin doesn't matter, Window is always there.
Match point. I mean, I was expecting into this 13-10 last score. Expecting this to be like 9-8 back and forth. Unluck getting an ace. Summer getting a rebound ace. Window getting some Odin. Like, this has been totally different than what expectations were for me. But I mean, still, it's not over yet. Raiders can close this out. I mean, RMU does have their gun round.
Wright State have certainly surpassed all expectations, and now the Colonels will have to win 9 straight just to force overtime. Crazier things have happened in Valorant, but not terribly crazy, as the util comes down to show Tubby exactly where Mango is through the smoke. Aria trying to muscle to force on to C, but Tubby and Summer keep things going. Aria finally able to find Summer and get on site here, but it's all come unraveled. Only Lando must 1v4 the heart of this Raiders lineup. Window pops out, and that will give Lando something to work with. He also knows where Topaz is, right behind the box, but He does have the spike, but only so long to work with before Topaz finds the kill. Wright State completely dominate their Horizon League rivals, RMU, 13-3 on map 1.
Absolute dominance from Wright State. I mean, Summer 19-19.
19-9 for Summer, 18-10 for Window. Window with the Judge and the Odin, Summer with the Snipers, and the rest of the team getting things done. That's the kind of ending scoreboard we're used to seeing like earlier in the semester when we're playing like teams that, they're good, but, there's a difference, there's a skill gap there. But this is the semifinals in Wright State. They beat a team that previously beat them on the same map, 13-3. I think this is just a testament to how far this squad really has come in the past few months of just this semester alone.
Yeah, but, I mean, we'll see if they can keep it up. I mean, they have another map coming up, Breeze, that they lost to this RMU squad 13-5. So let's see how far they've grown since the second match of the season, and we'll send you to a little break as we prepare for map 2 of Breeze.
Welcome back, Raider Nation. If you are just tuning in, you missed an absolute dominating performance by the Wright State Raiders in the semifinals of the playoffs over their Horizon League rivals, the Robert Morris Colonels. And final score 13-3, an absolutely completely night and day performance than the 10-13 defeat they faced on that map earlier this semester against these same Robert Morris Colonels. And now we head to the true test, Breeze. This is the map where the Colonels completely dominated the Raiders on last time they faced off. The final score that time was 13-5 in favor of RMU, but Wright State looking to flip the script this time. Jabub, how do you think this one will play out?
I think this will be a lot different than last time they played RMU, because I was just told a couple minutes before the match that they did rework their Breeze from last time they played them, and they did play it last match in quarterfinals, I believe, and they won. So I think, new confidence. They have confidence. They definitely do, and the only thing they're worried about is ARA coming alive again, as they talked about their last meeting of ARA being a problem on that chamber and aim diffing them. But we'll see, as Window is back on the Jet and not on the Neon, so we won't see any Neon Odins. We might see some Jet Odins, but we'll see.
Very similar team comps here from both teams. But we do have CS Leaf on the Omen once again. Wright State. This was the map 3 from quarterfinals, correct?
Correct.
Well, yeah. Well, nothing will give you more confidence on a map than coming back when you're down 12-8 to win 14-12. So we'll have to see if the reworks that Wright State have done for this map will come to fruition here on map 2. Or will the Colonels, with their season on the line, fight back and force us to map 3? It's all coming right now, with Wright State opening up on attack once again, with the spike headed towards B site.
Yeah, this is RMU's map pick. I want to remind the audience, as this is their strongest map.
Russian already came down. They try to swing Arya, but he takes one before falling. This time you do have Summer on the Viper, which is a little unusual, but Summer keeps things going.
I did say that last time in quarterfinals, and Summer was the difference maker. Had so many kills. I no longer think it's weird to have him on the Viper.
If he can have another performance like that, he can play whatever he wants. Wright State have been able to take over B site here with 3 members on site. Only Ace of Hearts remains, trying to find an advantage here, but Window sprays him down. Tubby, though, able to find Lambo before Window is taken out by Ace of Hearts. Tubby still standing on that spike. CS Leaf's arm is spotted, but Window keeps things going for 3K before Tubby puts the bow on it. Wright State win their next pistol round. I believe they're perfect on pistol rounds so far tonight.
Yeah, I believe they are. They won both pistols coming out of Haven, and now they've won Breeze. I mean, it's very different from quarterfinals, as they seem to lose almost every pistol in quarterfinals, but now, I mean, we're here in semis, different game, they're winning pistols, so, I mean, that's a lot of confidence in coming out from the Raiders.
Different game, different Raiders, as it looks like they're taking the spike over to A site this time after the successful take on B site, keeping things fresh. There's only one direct defender on A site at the moment, but looks like Tubby and Arya are staring at each other in mid.
Here.
Window with the Outlaw in hand. Trying to find something, but that Viper wall is going to make it hard for him to find any sight lines. Looks like this is going to be an all-out B push with Tubby left in mid. Window able to find somebody with that outlaw, but unlucky. And then Ace of Hearts walks right into the scope of Topaz. Things keep going, and A-Site firmly in the hands of the Raiders. They win yet another round.
Yeah, just easy converted bonus round, or say second round after a pistol. I mean,
That's a good
Army didn't decide to force anything into it, so it was pretty easy for the Raiders.
And smooth sailing to start here on Breeze. Wright State looking to swing things back over to B. Aria once again protecting B. I believe I remember them saying that he liked A-Site particularly well last outing, but starting things off on B, and CS Leaf starting things off hot, taking out on Luck on the B, on the vicinity of B. But they might have just been throwing up a fade here, bringing the spike back over to Summer on A-Site. Meanwhile, Tubby seems to have taken that same advanced position on mid, trying to find somebody out there with Window further down in the area. But Topaz... Oh, that's Topaz, excuse me. Topaz is on the chamber. I'm used to seeing Tubby on it. But Window able to trade things out, finds a second, and CS Leaf goes for the plant. Now Wright State have the spike down again on A. Aria trying to loop through attack side spawn to find an opening, but Mango reveals themselves back on the complete opposite side of the map as Summer lurks through mid to try and cut him off at the pass.
So it looks like Army is just going to try to save here. No point in going for this, but I don't think Mango's going to spec Summer here.
Yeah, he's giving up his backside. Oh, Summer started spraying too fast, but it doesn't matter. Aria, though, able to find an exit frag on the opposite side of the map as the Hound Dogs come out to try and avenge him. That will be round number 3 for Wright State, and they look like they have not lost a step since Haven.
Another bonus round converted. That is actually, they've converted every single bonus round this game. That is insane. That is insane confidence and snowball effect for the Raiders. I mean, you have you're winning 3 rounds in a row on their gun round. Taking their gun round away every time with weaker weapons is such a blow to RMU.
Yeah, and Summer looks like he's picked off right where he left off on Viper. 6-0 start for that man. The spike was headed towards B, but oh, Tubby on his way out of the site takes Aria. Summer wants to keep things going. He wants to go more. He's going to walk right into them. Unlucky at the hands of Unluck. But the B site looks to be headed in favor of Wright State. Hiding behind the column is Tubby as they get the plant off. Unluck almost finds a... He does find the angle on the Topaz. CS Leaf locking things down on B site. It's a 2v3 retake, but Ace of Hearts trying to find a good angle here on CS Leaf. But they know exactly where he is, and CS Leaf gets flanked by Unluck, looking for the ace to try and get the Colonels on the board here. Finds the 4th 1v1 against Tubby. He might have Tubby's back. He does! It's a full ace for Unluck. The Viper players thriving here on map 2.
An ace clutch thrifty there from RMU. Like, so many tags, like, it was definitely a thrifty. They were coming in with some pistols only, pretty much, and Unluck in mid with the Sheriff is just taking care of business. I mean, now you got Vipers pit up 4 rounds into the game. But, I mean, as we see, positive from Wright State, I mean, they did win 3 rounds in a row. They still have economy. and 3 of their members are 1 ult point away, while Tubby does have his null command. So that Viper's Pit could be rendered useless by the null command.
CS Leaf spotted out, lurking towards A site, but the spike so far in the hands of Tubby, going towards B, but the Jet player does have a good angle through that site. While Topaz lurking through mid yet again, but Arya, it's almost like they've swapped places here in mid.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Summer knows Arya's all the way down mid.
But Topaz finds Unluck. Arya does take advantage to take Wright State's ace so far in Summer, but Wright State with the man advantage as the spike is brought towards A. Topaz keeps things going.
Spike down A.
Topaz might have the perfect angle to shut things down, but Lando is taking out all of his teammates. It's going to be all up to Topaz. And he will not be able to come through this time. Arya with the 3K. We know that the Wright State Raiders consider him a threat coming into this game. And he comes through big on match number 5 to bring the Colonels within 1.
Yeah, the reasoning, I mean, by Arya is pretty scary in this map. Plays Chamber a lot. Loves the long angles. And you know what this map breezes? Only long angles, pretty much. So, I mean, Arya is definitely going to be a factor, but right now, Unluck is definitely RMU's MVP of today. I mean, it's just going to be Viper versus Viper.
Wright State with 4 ults up. Oh, but Tubby! Taken out once again thanks to one of those long angles for Arya, but Summer finds an answer on the Mango! Arya almost became a victim of one of said long angles on B site, but CS Leaf, pistol in hand, able to keep things rolling here for Wright State, but Arya takes him out to even things up. The spike is on the... Ooh, the knives come out from window, but he's taken down. All down to CS Leaf. He's got the spike in the defender's spawn.
Both RMU players, such low health.
This is definitely doable for CS Leaf, but he's going to need some util here. He's going to need some intel as to where exactly these players are. Trying to go back towards B site. Does catch Ace of Hearts out. It's going to be a 1v1 between him and Unluck. Ooh,
30 seconds left.
The angle almost given up. The C9 graphic sprayed down onto the wall. He gets the plant off. Has a wall, a big column in between him and Unluck. Teleports towards cover. Seems to know exactly where Unluck is. Oh! Looks away from it. Unfortunate timing. Unluck clutches again to tie things up for the Colonels.
Colonels are definitely looking a lot better than they did last map. I mean, I think they just had a good mental reset, went to the next map, and playing well. I mean, they're trading with the Raiders. 3 rounds for the Raiders, 3 rounds for RMU. So we'll see what it goes from here. But, I mean, RMU definitely has the old economy for this round and the upcoming rounds. I mean, 3 ults ready, 1 orb away, while Wright State have 3 ults ready. I mean, I think the null command from both sides is going to be the factor here. But the Viper ult comes in on A, the Viper's pit, but no one will be there.
Yeah, nobody from Wright State's on there. This is a full-out B-side push. Only 2 defenders, as Tubby immediately goes for the plant, as Wright State's own Viper's pit covers the area. We still have a Colonel in the back of the site. Arya coming down with the Chambers ult. We know how dangerous he can make that. But Wright State have that Viper's pit up. It's going to make him hard. Ooh, I guess he didn't notice. I thought he might have seen the side of Topaz there, but time ticking down. The sprays come down through the Viper's pit. It's all up to Arya. He's good, but not that good this time. Wright State Raiders get back in the driver's seat. 4-3 is your new score.
Yeah, I mean, You have the just fast push, change the pace. The Raiders just did, and they caught RMU off guard. I mean, Raiders were coming in, going slow, getting space, and they were like, you know what? Let's just fast hit B with our no command and our Viper's Pit. And unfortunately, the RMU did read it wrong with the Viper's Pit on A, and Aria can't really do anything with that tour de force into a Viper's Pit. It's kind of counterintuitive, and it's not the gun you want to have.
Yeah, we'll have something that's with a bit more spray power than a sniper that time, but they seem to have doubled down on A site, but Topaz taken down, but Summer trades him out. Back towards A site. This may be an A site push after all, but the Raiders are going to have to go fast. Flinkers are starting to close down. Tubby able to catch Unlock from out of the Viper's wall. The window keeps things going onto his fellow Jet player. But Summer on a hair of HP walks straight into the Colonel.
Standing.
But now, after Ace of Hearts is taken out on site, it's all down to Aria. He knows where Tubby is, able to see his arm pause out, but he's flashed down. CS Lee finishes him up. Wright State keeps things going, and he's blaring that horn.
We love the air horn flex, and I mean, that was one of the best flexes they've ever added into the game. It's beautiful. And I just wish, Riot, we just make so other players can hear the air horn. I'm begging. But as it only is the spectator and the player itself can hear it, it's kind of unfortunate. But as we look, I mean, it's just Unluck and Aria and Summer and Window just going back and forth. I mean, Tubby forgot to buy shields. I don't know if he realizes it, but he has $7 grand in the bank and didn't buy shields.
Ooh, well, let's hope that's not too big of a factor here. There are 3 Colonels in mid right now, so...
As I think the Colonels are on an eco buy. What a shot from Ace to tag one down to 10 HP? 5 HP, excuse me.
It's a big player to have down low. That's Window on the Jet. But Summer is on... Ooh, does the perfect timing! Onto Aria, tries to get the swing onto Unluck, but he's gets shot down with that pistol. Things stay even 4v4. As the spike starts to trail towards B site. Window might be... Topaz walks right into Lando, though. And Window does give his back up to Unluck in mid, but CS Leaf starting to turn things around for the Raiders. The spike, they might be trying to rush the spike over to A site, but they will have, the Colonels will have sight lines onto it, and they're running out of time. Only about 15 seconds left on the clock, but that'll make things a lot easier. CS Leaf takes down Lando.
What a shot!
CS Leaf, Tubby going for the plant with 5 seconds to spare. In comes the Viper, just barely gets it down. Ace of Hearts, though, takes out CS Leaf. The suppression comes down, though. Flash comes out, swing on Unluck. Tubby, that's the name of the 1v1 against Ace of Hearts. Just barely. Everything seemed to be trending in Wright State's favor, but they just can't thread the needle. Ace of Hearts will cut the lead down to 1.
Yeah, I mean, that was insane. I mean, we go back, and I don't know if it was like a full save, because Ace of Hearts did start with a Sheriff, so I believe it was a full save from RMU. So that was a big round for them after losing 2, but in the end, it didn't really matter if Tubby bought shields or not. It was straight to the dome.
No shields will protect you from a headshot there, but Wright State still have the lead here on attack. It looks like might be another A site push, but there is the heart of the defense here. Window activates his dash, jumps up, is taken down. Ultimately, the push not ending up in Wright State's favor. Tubby was going for the plant. Almost giving it up. Fizz finds the Mango. And now he'll go for the plant after evening things up for the Raiders. 2v2 on A site as Topaz jumps away, almost gives his head up to Ace.
Play, let's play.
And now it will be a true 2v2 with the big sightlines on this A site. You can't get too aggressive, but the suppression comes down. Arya is gonna find Tubby in his scopes. Ace of Hearts will finish off Topaz. This will be a tie game here on Breeze and Map 2.
No fireworks.
Yeah, the null command wasn't enough for the Raiders just to go into sight. I mean, Unluck, biggest impact in that round, getting like 3 kills, I believe, and getting the round. And you don't really have to do much else, and you get 3 on sight and die. I mean, it's all you need sometimes. And Topaz kind of thought in his head that he could pop the tour de force, and Ace of Hearts immediately posts the null command, so that was not a thing in question. So kind of unlucky for the Raiders, but really good decision making by RMU there, and good shots from Unluck.
Might be a full-out B-site push. Ace of Hearts anchoring this site, able to chip window down, but he will lose the 1v1. It's an open site for the Raiders as the rest of the Colonels are left running through their spawn to try and break up this post-plant situation. 4v5, make that a 3v5. Summer back on the score sheets after taking out Arya. Ira, excuse me, not Aria. I keep wanting to add another vowel to that. But Unluck trying to muscle through. Lando will get on the board here, but Window takes out the other opposing Jet player, the Mango. Summer jumps in the scopes, but able to get the better of the duel. Lando tries, but he cannot prevent Summer's 3K and the Raiders getting back in the lead.
As we see here, I mean, Summer 16-6, big lurk, just patience in that short area, just waiting for Era to peak with that op and basically just shut it down for the rest of the round. I mean, but now we just have Viper Pit for Viper's Pit. We might use Mando might use their ult for the Viper's Pit, but again they Viper Pit A and they guess wrong again. The Raiders is gonna push B again.
Another unfortunate Viper's Pit as Ace of Hearts left to anchor again. CS Leaf takes him out. The Hunter's Fury just barely doesn't take out the planter that time. Another 5v4 retake in favor of the Raiders with their own Viper's Pit coming down on B. Unluck though, able to even things back up as CS Leaf is pushed off his wall. Gonna have to push straight into the Viper Pit. We know how dangerous those shotguns can be, but Arya keeps things going. Summer able to take down Unluck finally with a shotgun, but Lando finds Window through the util. The Viper's Pit doesn't avail them this time, but they are running out of time. They don't know where CS Leaf is, but they don't need to. Do they have it? They do! With less than a second remaining, it's a tie game going into the half.
Switching sides.
Yeah, what a round. I mean, you still is unlucky and gets 2 Viper Pits wrong in that half off the rip, but this time it was, I mean, I think Lando with the Hunter's Fury definitely made the Raiders kind of panic, I think, inside that ultimate, the Viper's Pit, and kind of caught them off. I mean, a couple of them were playing outside the pit, and it really wasn't connected for the Raiders there, and RMU just picked them apart.
Switching sides, Wright State definitely have the util here to set up some good defenses, but it's Window opening things up with a kill onto the opposing chamber. Era. We can't we can't figure out how to pronounce that guy's name. Ira. Arira.
Conquest.
Looks like RMU, they have dropped the spike towards A site. Just trying to find something. We do have some activity mid, but part of the push will be towards A site. Summer is still on A site, on B site, so... But Ace of Hearts might be trapped in between here and will be taken down as the rest of the team falls behind them. It's a flawless pistol round for Wright State after trapping them in mid.
Yeah, great round. I mean, flawless round coming in. It's insane how what the synergy is from the Raiders on the defensive side. I mean, they're just peeking off of each other and playing well. I mean, none of them. It was a flawless round coming out, and even though RMU had a decent plan of like an A split, I mean, it didn't work. Raiders just shut it down.
Wright State, it's Summers all alone on B site, and that seems to be where this push is headed, but we know how dangerous Summer can be. Spraying through the smoke will find Mango. That is flashed down off of the wall, swings, and he keeps on going for the 4K ace for Summer!
What an ace for Summer.
Flash him all you want. It's only a matter of time. Summer, I think we've found his the new champ we have to work into his pool even more than it already has been. This is the second time we've seen him on Viper, and this is the second time he has completely went nuts on that agent.
I think these changes that they made with Breeze from earlier in the season is really working out. I mean, it looks like he's enjoying himself, is loving it. I mean, obviously by the player cams we have.
Keep it going! He will keep it going!
But he keeps it going.
Oh! Almost gives his head up that time.
Yeah, but by the player cams, he's smiling. I mean...
CS Leaf says, hey, wait, I want some kills too. Oh, almost taken down by Lando after he tried to get some util down, but here comes the muscle. Not able to find him that time. We'll take down CS Leaf, but this time it's Window with the Outlaw coming in. Unluck, able to find Topaz, but the Colonels keep it moving. It's a 2v2 now as I try to get back to where the spike is, but Summer's still up. Does get some damage on the Ace of Hearts after throwing up the Viper wall.
Both players from RU are low, and we have C-Tubby here with full HP and Summer 70, but RMU have combined of, what, 52 HP? I mean, that's like 2 Vanderbullets.
They
30 seconds left.
Still holding on to that spike with 30 seconds remaining. The Wright State Raiders are mid. The Viper wall comes down. It will be a B-site push, but...
Yeah, I think the Raiders have just duped them out here. RMU have no idea where they are.
We'll get the plant down with about 10 seconds remaining, but...
Spike planted.
In comes Summer, has the back of Ace of Hearts! Now it's all up to Unluck with a hair of HP. Does find Summer, but he does not find enough. It's after the perfect ace, it's Summer with a 3K to keep the Raiders on track. 3 straight rounds to start off the half.
Again, the Raiders are 4-0 in pistols and 4-0 in bonus rounds. It is incredible. I've never had this encounter in a match, and I've been playing for a while, but winning this many bonus rounds when this is the team that they lost to in the regular season. And we're winning every bonus round. It's just insane. But as we take a look at the scoreboard, it is nice. I think everyone will agree that it is nice.
Oh yeah, it's certainly one of the nicest scores I've seen in a while. As Topaz trying to spray through the smoke. Not able to find anything as the flash comes in, but Arya is the one who gets flashed. Mango opens things up onto Tubby. but will not live for long. Topaz with the 2K already. Arya able to find something in trade, but he has only a sliver of HP to work with as Lando just trying to get the HP down. It's all up to him to avoid double digits for the Raiders. Tries to find Window, but not able to find his shots. Window will get the defuse, sending the Raiders to double digits yet again. As the horn keeps on a-horning.
I will mention, someone said in chat that Summer needs to hit the transfer portal and get some NIL money, because I agree. I mean, this guy's 26-7, just dominant. Every match we cast, I mean, he's top 3 on the scoreboard always, and no matter who he's playing, it's just dominance.
Call that boy Jeremiah Smith, the way he's popping off in college. Wall comes down in mid as the entirety of the Colonels try to push their way through mid. The Viper's Pit did come down by Summer in the B site, but this spike could be going in either direction. Going towards the A site, but that is it's CS Leaf in the back of mid. We have Tubby with a good angle. CS Leaf keeps things going with Window to help him out. Finally taken out by Mango is Window, but Tubby keeps things going with that angle I told you before. And Wright State look unstoppable at the moment. 11-6.
Great flashes from Tubby. I don't think there was a single person on that screen for that last fight that wasn't flashed. I mean, you see Mango try to hide and then dash back, fully blind, not knowing where he is. So, I mean, Tubby, great flashes, and just holding mid really aggressively and well. From RMU's counter, let's just push mid.
It's been so far a flawless defensive half from the Raiders. Summer has to throw down the util this time. He's got some backup here on B. So far, it seems to be enough to scare the Colonels away. We do have Window deep in mid. He'll find himself pinched here, but Topaz getting shot by Ira on A site. One long distance 1v1 as Topaz jumping to and from. CS Leaf, though, might be another pinch for... No, not this time. They were trying to go for the pinch in mid, but Window gets shot out. So far, this is going in the way of the Colonels. CS Leaf and Summer still up for the 2v4 post-plant. Ace of Hearts jumps through. Not taken down, but his health bar is Summer. Able to take out Ira. And all of a sudden, this looks significantly more doable. He is suppressed, though, and swung out by Unluck. CS Leaf keeps things going, avenging his comrade, but he's running out of time. Still suppressed, trying to find anything. Splash down. Keeps himself alive, but he's running out of time. Ace of Hearts. Knows the time's on his side. He's not giving him anything. He's running out of time here. He does find the kill, but that should be enough time for that spike to detonate. Finally, for the first time in the half, the Colonels are on the board. 11-7, your new score.
Yeah, I mean... CS Leaf there, I mean... He definitely got back into that round. Definitely got his Omen ult from that, but, I mean... You want to take that round back if you're the Raiders. Like, you got to finish that up. I mean... But the null command from Ace of Hearts really affected them on site and couldn't just deny them of retake util. I mean,
you want to play? Let's play.
Ace of Hearts.
Get out of my way!
Summer continuing to be the anchor here for the Raiders on B site.
So we have both of the Jet Knives and the Tour de Force come out from RMU.
They're hoping to keep that momentum going. Somewhere is going to get spotted by the drone. They're running out of toxin here to keep that util up. Shock darts coming through to push them back. Almost gave up their head in A site, did Topaz, but he stays alive. And the spike might be coming in his direction. This is just Topaz anchoring on A, but Unluck finds window in the back of sight. Ira keeps things going with the tour de force. And with Summer down, that leaves B side open. The spike will be doing a 180 back in that direction. As the teleport comes in from CS Leaf. Oh, he is able to find Ira in the back of the site. Unluck keeps things going, though, on Tubby. It's going to have to be a 1v4 for Topaz as Mango gets the spike down.
I think Topaz is going to be opting for a save here. I mean, they're going in. They've lost, they lost last round to Nail Biter. Everyone was dead at the end, lost all the economy, and, you know, they need this for next round. I mean, they do have the jet knives for next round, so they could be looking to force into this next round and play with the jet knives, or just play with this hero rifle that Topaz is saving.
Yep, Topaz lurking back into his sight, though, but he is being hunted. Trying to make his way back toward mid to stay away from the hounds. As the spike goes off, he should be able to get away scot-free here, and he will. That will be at least one rifle saved for the Raiders, but they do have a bit of economy to buy with here.
Yeah, I'm surprised I don't see a window tossing a gun to Tubby so they can get full shields and pop the jet knife.
That's a good spot.
But we may see that before the round starts, but I actually don't think so anymore. They may be saving it for next round if this round goes poorly. I mean, they do have the 3-round advantage here.
2-1-2 is the defensive setup at this point for the Raiders. Suppression is thrown onto Ace of Hearts. Looks to be an A site push here with Topaz guarding the way. Unlock trying to find something in mid, but not getting anything given to him. All quiet on the western front here, as just have Topaz faithfully guarding the entrance to his site.
Well, Ace of Hearts draw and he rotates with that big util, but I don't think they do. The Raiders kind of hold strong.
Lando, though, is able to take out Topaz in A site with the anchor gone, and Ace of Hearts finding Summer. It's going to be a 5v3, make that a 5v2 retake as CS Leaf falls to Unluck. Tubby, though, does avenge them. Overloaded and suppressed at the same time.
Yes, an ult command comes out. I mean, I've never seen that interaction before, being suppressed and using an ult at the same time. But it doesn't matter in the end, other than if Tubby clutches this, but I don't think there's time. Tubby's just going to look for a save.
Gonna be looking for a save as his defensive half hasn't quite slipped out of the fingers of Wright State yet, but that's 3 straight wins for the Colonels here, as Tubby will successfully complete the save and finds a horn of his own.
Can't say the same for you fragile units.
Yeah, I think a couple of the Raiders do have the air horn equipped. It's a great flex again, but I do look to the Era, who Wright State were, scared of a little bit before coming into Breeze, and yeah, they've definitely made an appearance here, like 17 and 15. Definitely putting Army back in this, but Unlock definitely being that difference maker on the Viper and getting those frags.
All rifles on either sides as suppressions come out. A site seems to be thoroughly locked down. It's just Summer on B site once again. Can they find the angle on Lando? They do catch the rifle out, but not the kill. Window trying to circle back around, but Summer's taken out by Ira, and he keeps on going. That's 2 down for Wright State and an open B site for the Colonels.
Spike planted.
Plant goes down B as the Raiders try to rush back over. CS Leaf gets the Raiders back on track. They'll be trying to throw the flashbangs in, but... Well, CS Leaf keeps things going. Wright State starting to make their way on the site here. Gonna have to walk right in! CS Leaf looking for the ace, but Tubby will get back on the board. Not that CS Leaf will complain, but Ace of Hearts will make it a 1v1, but he's gonna spray right into the util. It's round number 10 for the Colonels after that retake looked so good for the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, that's 4 in a row for RMU. I mean, again, they're trading back and forth. I was just about to say, if I were the Raiders, I would call a timeout here, and they do. I mean, the first timeout we've seen in
quite some time. I don't think there was a single timeout in quarters.
Yeah, there wasn't in the first map, so...
Gotta take a deep breath and try and get the vibes back in your favor here. You're still only 2 rounds out. You have the round advantage, but can't be losing too many more rounds like that. It just seems like it always starts with the Colonel's able to find somebody on the site that they want to hit, and then rushing that site before anything else can really happen and getting a good post-plant situation set up.
Yeah, definitely. And as I just want to mention, like, if we're going to this timeout for RMU, that you definitely didn't call, like, it's great. I mean, you guys got the momentum, you got 4, but, I mean, you're still telling your team, hey, we're still down 1. We still need to close this out, come back, and looking for Mango or Lando to just reset, find the rhythm again, and just start shooting. And if I'm looking for Wright State, I mean, maybe change the game plan up a bit, tell Topaz, hey, you can do this. We've seen it before, but, I mean, yeah, I mean, just try to deal with these ults, economy. Try to think of your next round, because this round isn't really attainable. It is, I mean, if you get some good shots in, I mean, you're only going to have like a Guardian and a Bulldog out here with a couple of pistols. We might see the Jet ult come out, and the Knives and the Tour de Force come out, but that's why I do like to mention we do have a tech boss from RMU. So, yeah, I mean...
So, Wright State, we'll call it an extra long time out for them then. But right now, Wright State, they have been leaving Summer as the anchor on B site a lot. It has worked out for them previously in this half, but might need to shake things up a little bit. So we get a... Crab.
I love looking out the back of this map and seeing Crab. He's about to slide down this rock here in a second, but as we see, whee! But as we get back into the map, as the tech pause is over...
Some might say it's only slightly more interesting than that Crab. But looks like a full A site push this time for the Colonels. CS Leaf and Tubby trying to get a good angle as the flashbang gets tossed over. They seem to know exactly where the Colonels are. Still holding that, but Tubby gets swung on by Ira. Should be an A-site push complete, but Topaz with a tour de force misses the head of Mango. A-site fully in the hands right now as CS Leaf taken out on site. It's going to be another post-plant retake, though. Some are able to try and get going here. Only a 3v2, but that turns into a 3v1. All on the hands of Topaz now to avoid the tie, and he does not seem to be aware of where the Colonels are. He marches through that Viper wall to his death. We are all tied up on Breeze.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, we started out 5 for Wright State and then 5 for RMU. They just keep trading back and forth as it is perfectly symmetrical on both sides for the whole map of Breeze.
You're right. Yeah, 3-3, 2-2, 1-1, 5-5. That's insane.
That's insane. I mean, if we look at the other parts of the scoreboard, though, Wright State have way more kills than RMU, but it is a tie game. Anyone can win this. It's not just kills that wins you the map.
So if we've now traded the 5, that means that Wright State are guaranteed this match, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And then we get another 1 for the other side because we have to do the same back to back. So, I mean, this game may never end if we just keep trading back and forth.
Ira, they have Ira! Window!
Here.
Found Ira's back in mid. The mid lurks
Here.
working out this time for Window. Lando hasn't turned to look at him. But he doesn't have the angle to try and swing him, but that is a good start for the Raiders after Ira has been the main threat for this Colonel's lineup.
It seems like Taupe has no aces in this corner, but maybe not. The ace is just hiding in this right corner, kind of isolated.
Topaz found him on the swing this time.
That's an unfortunate place to be if you're
30 seconds
alone,
left.
but unluck it's 1 in mid at window.
Seriously, in the util. Util goes down and gives up his flank to Unluck. Things are all tied up again with an open B site.
But Summer's on it. Well,
Oh,
they
yeah, Summer's
expect
on
him
it,
here
yeah.
this late
He
in the round.
missed that! He takes out the planter with 10 seconds to go! Unluck trying to go for the plant, but Tubby shuts it down again! It's all up to Lando! He will find the back of Tubby, but he does not have time to get that plant started! Wright State move to series point!
Match point.
I mean, this is the round. This is the round for overtime or Wright State. As we said earlier, Wright State now gets a round after the 5-5. I mean, I'm fully expecting an RMU round here, but...
No, we've already traded one. We traded 3, 2, 1, and 5. Now we have to trade 4.
Yeah.
It's logic. This is how things work.
But Unluck has gone on to Summer, as Summer's gonna Viper Pit the wrong side. Been a common theme here today. I mean... But RMU were opting to play slow, so if they do want to rotate back, they're going to be rotating back into a Viper's Pit. So they're kind of dead set on going in this map, or on this side of the map, or taking mid.
If they do try some sort of misdirection trickery, this does make it a lot harder to do that with that pit down B.
Here.
Window walks through the wall, can't find anyone. Topaz fired too soon! But Window trades him out.
Down A.
Spike has
Gun
fallen, getting planted here with only
planted.
3 remaining after Tubby takes out Ace. This could be a 4v3 retake as CS Leaf finds the head of Lando.
Enemy remaining.
Things keep going and it's all up to Ira, the ace for this Colonel's lineup. Keeps things going with a hit on a Tubby, but Window shuts him down, and your Wright State Raiders are on to the finals. They conquer their demons in the semifinals. Your final score on Breeze, originally 5-3 at the beginning of the season, now 11-3 for your Wright State Raiders.
Yeah, what a match. I mean, we didn't go to overtime on Breeze again, but I mean, still. I mean, what a match. It was so close, nail-biting to the end, 13-11. Almost had a comeback from RMU, but Wright State just said no.
Wright State. I think now we can definitely say it. This is how far this team has come. This has gone from a map that was firmly in the favor of the Colonels all the way to being so evenly matched up until the very end where Wright State was able to pull ahead when they needed it the most. And now your Wright State Raiders are in the divisional finals. So do we know who our options are? I don't know if they've played yet.
I will check right now. As we have the other division rivals who we played earlier and did win against, which is the University of Mary Washington.
University of Mary Washington. So how poetic would it be that they're two divisional rivals? They beat these ones, granted, but...
Yeah, but I mean, we played them earlier in the season in our NECC division. I believe I'm going to fact check, but
that name definitely sounds familiar.
yeah,
It's either them or a team from SMU.
Yeah,
Are
but
our options.
the Mary Washington won 2-1 against
okay.
SMU. The other side of the bracket's 1 seed, so I just have to check what our last meeting was, and I believe it was a 2-0 for the Raiders, where the Raiders won 13-3 on Bind and 13-8 on Abyss. So it was a while, like 3 match days ago, but I mean, a lot of confidence going to a final where you thrashed your opponent and only allowed them to have 12 rounds total in the game.
Do we know, will the finals be a best of 3 again, or will that be a best of 5?
I believe the finals are a best of 5. So we will be going the distance next match in the finals, best of 5. So we'll be seeing a lot more map pool from the Raiders. We'll see if that turns out good or bad.
Well, we know one thing's for sure. We know that you won't want to miss a single minute of it. It'll be right here next week around the same time. So until then, thank you so much for being here, Raider Nation, all evening long. And we're saying so long and Raider up!